School experiences vary widely. Some cherish their memories, while others would rather forget. However, certain advantages can make school life more enjoyable. Explore this list of features you'd have loved to have during your school days. Having trouble remembering all the books in your curriculum, don't have enough time to work out. These bright, colorful stairs will allow you to take care of both of that. Just do a couple of sprints and you can cut back on your time at the library. Kindergartens are often colorful and vibrant, but this one took story time to a whole new level. Long gone are the days when schools were just square buildings with plain colors. Nowadays, schools can really be works of art. This particular school has colorful designs, not only on the exterior walls, but on the road that leads to the school as well. And this university in Singapore shows that you can have the best of both worlds, combining nature and technology. And if that isn't enough, a university in Munich has installed 2 slides in the middle of the building. Now that's fun and practical. Art can come from the most unexpected of places if you know where to look. The headmaster of one particular school decided to let the student body decorate an entire school with graffiti before they remodeled. Needless to say, the results left everyone speechless. Children love to draw. There's no denying that, and teachers often spend most of their time trying to stop kids from destroying walls and tables, but there is a better way. Try using this awesome graffiti wall and these colorful stickers that prevent kids from destroying their desks. So, in order to draw, the kids first need to do some math. When the syllabus is very difficult, teachers have to come up with innovative ideas like this one. Math is way more understandable when the door you use every day shows you the correct angles and world. Countries are so much easier to remember on this creative map. And let's not forget about the teacher who mixed the elements with Lady Gaga's hit song. Now you really have no excuses to forget when you're having difficulties remembering the exact shortcut you need. You wish that you were in a classroom like this. Don't bother Googling because one creative teacher has you covered. It uses traditional teaching methods so students can learn about the modern ones. No matter how many times you may repeat it, the periodic table simply isn't so easy to memorize. This school recognized the struggle and decided to help. They made a 3-dimensional periodic table with the examples of every element. There are no way students won't remember it. Now, classrooms that only use chairs are outdated. These 2 schools in particular came up with a great way to overcome the blandness. One American school completely replaced chairs with beanbags, but this school in Israel went even further with this innovative chair design that includes an exercise ball. Everyone is still moving, but in their own assigned seats. Cables always get tangled up and no one seems to bother returning them to their place. But if you make it as interesting as this teacher did, you won't have any problems. Now this lovely setup is the first and the last thing his students see, and they can't mind all that much. Vending machines usually mean a lot of sugar and unhealthy products, but that isn't always the case. This innovative vending machine sells school supplies. You won't have to worry about forgetting anything ever again. How are you supposed to see what your instructor's doing if he's facing the other way? Well, this particular cooking school has you covered with these giant mirrors on the walls. Now you just need to make sure you won't burn anything. Are you running? Are you walking or are you texting? Are people around you not doing the same? Now, you won't have to worry. You just have to stick to your lane. No more awkward bumping into someone unless that is exactly what you are trying to do. Before I reveal the next example, you should subscribe if you're enjoying the video. We upload amazing fact-filled list videos daily. Also, make sure to click that bell icon to stay updated, or you'll regret missing out on some amazing knowledge that could have filled your brain. Now let's get back to it. Times are changing and schools are adapting. Using your skateboard to get to school used to be frowned upon. Now all those skater boys can lock their transportation devices in a parking space designed specifically for them. It's not just them. Bikers are also being treated with this innovative bike stand to help them repair their ride. And we can't forget about the little ones as well. Their ride is probably the best. You might have to look a bit closer to catch this particular design, but once you do, it will blow your mind. All chairs in this modern math lab have binary code on them. Sit comfortably and start cracking. Not all schools are eco-friendly these days, but a couple of them really set a good example. This teacher found a creative way to reuse milk jugs and help organize the pencils. And there are some institutions that are even doing more to connect kids with nature, like this kindergarten in Japan that built their entire playground around a living tree. Any good educational institution recognizes the needs of their students, and this one is no exception. The stress of the exams can break down even the best of us, but this method is 100% effective, and if this proven method fails, you can turn to some furry therapy. This cute therapy dog can make any kid feel better, and adults too. During high school, you can't help but wonder if you're wasting time working hard on your GPA. The end goal just seems so far away, and sometimes you need instant gratification. This school gives you just that by lowering the prices for parking based on your GPA. Now that is a motivation to study. Not everyone enjoys playing or watching sports in high school, which can cause some tension. Artists and jokers, tech geeks, and science fanatics. They almost never see eye to eye, but who could resist a game like this? You have the players, the cheerleaders, the audience, but you also have the donkeys who saw that oncoming tests don't necessarily need to be stressful or boring. Some teachers work really hard to avoid their negative side effects, like this one who gave his students cartoon characters to color if they feel the need to do so. And this one used a couple of pop culture references to make his students smile and earn some extra credit. Long gone are the days when yearbook pictures had to be picture perfect. Now both kids and professors use them to express their creativity. This lovely trio of professors really invested time, effort, and costumes into creating the perfect yearbook that future generations will come to admire. In another school, faculty staff agree that every single student can dress up as their favorite character for the yearbook, and they didn't disappoint. Now that's a way to show unity and to honor some great cartoons. There are a lot of inexplicable things happening in a classroom who can explain why this teacher taped his calculator to an actual brick, or why another teacher professed his love for Justin Bieber on all of his pens. Well, the answer is simple. They were keeping the kids from stealing their supplies, and oh boy did they succeed. We've all heard the stories about substitute teachers and the way teenagers treat them. That's why this Tim had a great idea. He sure grabbed the attention of his students and perhaps the forest rangers as well. Watching your teacher grade your papers is very nerve-wracking. Sometimes the expressions on their face says it all. Spoiler, you are failing. But this teacher didn't want to put their students through so much stress, so he used an Iron Man mask instead of wearing. They got to laugh the entire period, or at least until he reveals the grades. When we skip a class, we usually hope no one will notice, but some teachers really make you work for it. This one's using students' phones to keep attendance, so there's really no way to leave the class early or use your phone while they teach. And this one is even more creative. Every student missing from class appears during the next one as a missing person on a milk cart. So now everyone knows better watch out next time. Technology can really help you step up your game if you use it correctly. Like this teacher, for example, with every homework task, there's a QR code that leads to a YouTube video with detailed instructions and to make sure kids can always use their phone. There's a very innovative charger that uses renewable energy. Such a great idea. The value of sharing is best taught in schools, and this is a great example, an entire student body participating in a simple project to preserve food. For those in need, everyone should learn from examples like this, and there will always be hope for a better future. Being in high school can sometimes be difficult and overwhelming. Going through puberty, suffering through all of the changes can make any teenager feel unwanted and unloved. But one nurse knows exactly what's up and decided not to let anyone in her school feel like that with this awesome motivation in the bathrooms. Following a strict dress code can be really difficult for girls in modern high schools. So when one of their classmates was sent home for wearing a dress, all of the boys decided to take a stand. It was funny and edgy, but it was also very kind and brave, and no one bothered the girls again. Even if the days we spent in school are behind us, we still like to get nostalgic from time to time. Which example did you think was the most creative? Let me know in the comments section down below, and thanks for watching.